is a carnivore gypsy breakfast and a few meat keeping tips. Okay guys, here's my breakfast today. A couple of steaks right here that I just cooked up and some leftover hamburger from yesterday. Don't know if I'll eat it all, but it sure looks good right now. Some water and some coffee. Who knows how long I'll be drinking coffee, but in the meantime, there it is. That's what I'm having for breakfast. Good old yummy carnivore stuff. Okay, this is my favorite place to get meat, guys. I love it. Alright, you guys, I just got back from getting groceries, and yeah, it's pretty hot, believe it or not. I don't even know what the temperature is today, but so I gotta hurry up and do this because I don't want my ice to melt too fast. But I want to show you guys some stuff that I do that I think, especially in the summertime, helps keep my meat longer. And you know, it may work for you, it may not, but it's been working pretty good for me. So hang tight, we'll show you what that's all about. Okay, as promised, I want to show you a few little tips and tricks that I have learned over the last 6 months or so of just trying to keep meat in a cooler. First of all, the obvious one is you could just buy the meat and eat it right away. And I especially do that if I buy meat that's on styrofoam trays, no matter what kind it is. And when I used to eat chicken and fish and stuff like that, it would be same thing. I would just buy it and eat it the same day. Whereas beef is a lot more stable, and fortunately for me, locally, I can find a lot of different kinds of beefs wrapped like this, where they shrink wrap it. This is some ground beef from Rawhide, my favorite local butcher. And I suggest if you guys have local butchers that you should visit them, because they're going to have a higher quality meat. Even if it's not grass-fed, you're going to find better cuts and just better everything. And you could talk to the butcher and ask him all about the meat. He's going to know a lot more about it than somebody that's just a clerk at a grocery store. But anyway, hamburger is really good for on the road because not only is it inexpensive, but a lot of times it comes, you know, vacuum sealed in whatever package. So I try to get vacuum sealed meat whenever possible so that I can keep it for a few days. Because even if the ice decides that it's going to melt and all you have left is cold water in your nice little ice bag, it's still going to keep better because there's no air getting to it. It's different than vegetables. Vegetables are still alive, kind of, and they need the air. They're still a plant, a living thing, and so they're going to want a little bit of air, but meat, not so much. And so what I do is I put those vacuum sealed things in their own baggie, and I do this with the styrofoam stuff too until I can eat it that day, because sometimes I have to buy it in the morning and then not eat it till night or whatever. But yeah, this is just, you know, a no-brainer. You put it in a Ziploc freezer bag, or at least like this, you know you're going to eat it within a day or two. Just stick it in a produce bag, just something extra, because they don't always you know, seal it completely, and you don't want to mess in your cooler. So basically what I'm trying to drive home here is you keep your stuff separate. You keep your ice in a container that's watertight, and you keep your meats in containers that are watertight of whatever sort. You could even, you know, put your little vacuum sealed meat in a Tupperware or something and set it down in there, like I do with my butter. See, it's inside of an old Tupperware. Yeah, and there's a lot of butter in there because I've been experimenting, because for some reason lately there's been a lot that I don't like anymore. So I've been trying lots of different ones. But yeah, just that's the thing for like fresh meats and, you know, and fishes and stuff. You just basically, you keep them vacuum sealed and put in bags and keep everything separate. That's all you need to know. And basically what that does is it keeps you from getting, you know, raw meat soup. You don't have a bunch of ice cubes floating around in here because you've already got them inside your nice little ice bag. And for those of you that probably didn't watch that video, my ice is probably pretty melted by today. My meat's still frozen, but the ice is probably not. Yeah, there's still some in there, but this is the ice bag. It's called the Ice Lock watertight ice bag. And I put my ice in there, and then I put my meats in bags as well. And this, I'm telling you guys, it really keeps meat for a long time. And if you are a person that eats vegetables, I suggest you only put your leftover cooked vegetables in your cooler like this. Your fresh veggies don't really even need to be in a cooler. They can be in hammocks or cardboard boxes, just as long as they're still in their plastic bags with their little heads sticking out. And it works great. And that's a whole nother video, and if there's interest, I might actually do it to show you guys, even though I don't eat vegetables anymore. But I used to live on the road like this while I was a vegetarian or very plant-based. And so I do know a lot about how to keep vegetables from going bad too. So if anybody's interested in that, just let me know in the comments, and I will try to cobble together something like that. But yeah, and then this is just my extra insulation again inside my ice chest. So I basically have a cooler inside of a cooler. And this keeps everything really nice and cold for a very long time. And I have been doing this now for 8 months. And I've only had to throw away, I think, maybe 2 pieces of meat. And I think it was because of the store I bought it from and not necessarily how I kept it. So there you go, guys. That's just a little tips. Make sure that you, do what you can to keep your cooler insulated inside and out. Keep your ice and your food separate from each other. And make sure that you can buy as much meat in plastic sealed things as possible, and you shouldn't have too many problems at all. And I hope that helps somebody. All right, guys, that's my little video about how I keep meat in my van while I'm on the road. It even works out pretty good in the summertime, but you just got to eat it a little bit faster, so you might want to buy a little bit less. But other than that, I don't see any problems with keeping meat that way. I don't get sick. I'm just fine. So yeah. And if you guys got something out of it, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you guys think. And oh yeah, remember, ding my little bell so that you can get notifications when I make more of these things. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.